no real point for you staying up there, and you just end up taking 3 shurikens from Genji.
Yeah.
Your Pharah's still up there. When I watched this previously, I thought the Pharah backed away, but that wasn't. But yeah. Also, another thing to note. So up here, you're like taking a couple shots. The Genji, you don't heal your Pharah up as well. You need to heal the Pharah up, and you anti their Ryan up there. What's that gonna do?
True.
It's not gonna do really anything.
Right. I've been trying to use the nade more offensively, but there's no point if no
Yeah.
one's gonna be up there to take advantage of it.
Yeah, you gotta look for nades that will make sense. Yes, gotta try to get value nades.
Right.
Anything? Right side of point. Oh, and he seemed very focused on doing damage.
Yeah, I need to heal more
in this area. And here's a base rule. Here's a very base rule. If you miss 2 shots in a row on someone, you go back to you check all your teammates for if they need heals or if they're in threat of needing heals, and you check your surroundings. Make sure you're not about to be jumped on.
Right.
That's just a general rule. It should always be in the back of your mind. If you miss 2 shots in a row, you just got to do it.
Okay.
Because then you're just standing there.
Right.
And once you, like, 1 shot, they might not really notice. But if they see 2 quick, like, scoped shots,
they're gonna know.
They're gonna be like, look around and be like, "Hey, there's an Ana over there."
It makes me a target. So.
Yeah, exactly. Not ideal. Here's your runaway sequence.
Because I think he got me down to 80 right there. He could just swift strike through me and melee.
Yeah. He could have chased his kill.
He did. I just happened to fall down.
He did. He just messed it up. He could have chased that because you didn't.
Yeah.
You know, things work. But here's another thing with this.
Down, Genji's. Ryan up high ground. He's anti. I'm having to fall down. Genji's on me. Right side of point.
It takes you about 15 seconds to do it to start doing anything again.
Yeah.
Once the Genji notices you,
I've noticed that in a lot of my Ana games is like once I get mocked out of position and things, it takes me forever to actually start doing anything again.
Yeah. So don't get too caught up in these DPSs are on type of things. Don't get 10 to 15 seconds not paying attention to your team, and Reaper carried the fight. Yeah. You did nothing. Yeah, okay. So Genji chases you, you get over there, you use your nade on yourself. Heal up stuff.
I got you. Alright, I'm gonna take time to set up high ground again.
You're going back to high ground, but what you need to do is you see your health bar, you're still missing about 70 health.
Genji's up here. He's
right.
You're an easy kill.
I'm so used to playing the other supports where you heal yourself.
No, you don't heal yourself.
Exactly.
So what you either needed to do is you either need to ask for the top off, which is not ideal when running a Moira.
Right.
Or honestly, just grab the little mini, because it's enough to heal it.
I should be turning because that Pharah
is Sombra, we need to take care of her.
I should be calling back to point now since everyone else is.
Hold on, I got Genji on me.
Yeah, there's not really too much of a point to being you being high ground necessarily.
That's just what I keep having me like. I keep having everyone tell me that over and over and over and over.
So. Well, yes, you should be on high ground. Yes,
but not right now because my team's not up there.
It's just that you're alone.
Right.
You're all alone over here. If the enemy team was better at punishing you,
I'd be dove.
You'd be the Genji could kill you solo.
All right.
That's all.
I should be on high ground except for the fact that my team's not up there to protect me.
if you just had one person around to protect you, then
They'd be
you're
better.
fine.
Or someone I could consistently call upon to peel for me.
Right.
Like the
But
diva.
you have no one to help you, and you're just all alone over here,
Yeah.
missing a quarter of your HP. And the Genji jumps you. If he was better at aiming, you'd be dead.
Aiming's anti. Genji's
And you
right
pay
side.
attention to this Genji.
Yeah.
Side.
It's fine to get like a couple quick scopes on him,
I can't right now.
but
So
like because you start focusing on the Genji again here, like your fair barrages, but you're not there
Not
to
there.
support them.
Right.
Aiming to sleep. Nice.
And
Mine's down.
okay, so also by the way,
Could have just shot him, not used my nade.
you could have shot him, not used your nade. Yes. Also, the nade it almost missed because you threw it so far away from him.
I figured, yeah, he was going for the health pack, and then I realized the health pack was not up yet.
Yeah.
So I was
Well,
trying
also-
to like preemptively throw it where he was gonna go.
He could have dodged it by just putting the shield up
Yeah.
behind him. And he would have just avoided all that that little nade of damage.
Mm-hmm.
What you would ideally want to do is toss it above where the Reinhardt shield would have ended up.
Because he was
If that
against
makes
the
sense.
wall. So
He was against the wall, so you'd be able to shoot.
right.
You kind of got to, as Ana, you got to think about these angles
Right.
with the nade.
Stay alive through this.
All right. You also kind of let the Genji kill your Reaper.
I almost got Nano. I've got it now. He's anti.
All right. You made sure the nade got onto both you, Diva, and Genji. That's fine.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Like, most of your team dies because you're just so focused on that Genji, and you didn't heal him.
Yeah.
Like, you just didn't heal your team. Your Reaper probably could have lived if you put one healing dart into him while the Genji was trying to attack him, and then the Reaper might have been able, because the Reaper he's the carry of your team.
Yeah.
The Reaper's the carry of your team. Him and your other support, I'll be honest, are the carries of.
I'm gonna Nano Farah so that she can get her ult.
You say Nano Farah
Yeah.
for the ult, but here's another way to think about what you could use Nano or utilize Nano. Is they have to come to point. Reaper can just be on point, and you can Nano the Reaper
And
or
they
the
just make it
Farah.
worse. Yeah.
And when they get to point, then you can Nano, and then like they can do damage. It'll be in a much better spot to do damage.
Right.
And that doesn't happen with your Nano.
Get her ult. And just do massive damage. Once they push in,
Okay, I apologize. I just joined chat. Hello.
That's no problem. I'm not gonna give it to you, Reaper, because you've almost got Blossom. I'd rather be able to get Farah up.
No, that's good. That's good.
Oh, somebody's on point.
Okay. So right off the bat, this Nano's not a good Nano.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is there is no way for this Farah to do anything with this Nano.
And just do massive damage. Once they push in,
Okay, I apologize. I
Like,
just joined chat.
so they
That's no problem.
are doing this,
I'm not gonna give it to you,
and
Reaper, because you've almost got Blossom. I'd rather be able to get Farah up.
No, that's good. That's good.
Oh,
so Ryan moved past this line, and then suddenly you just Nano. You're like, they're committing now. Or you saw someone was contesting point, and you're like, oh, they're committing now. What is the Farah supposed to do with this Nano? They have like a near full Reinhardt shield. They have all like they're all so far away, and the Reinhardt can just block all the Nano Farah rockets. And also,
Go keep pressure on him while we take care of the flanker.
you have them go keep like quote unquote keep pressure on them, but then you just don't help them. Luckily, your Farah trades, but even when nanoed, they're not invincible.
Yeah.
I feel that way sometimes. I feel like they're invincible. They should be invincible.
Yeah, give me that invincibility, boy.
Yeah, but they're not. So you got to keep an eye on them, and your Farah ends up dying. to the enemy team's carry.
Aim and anti.
Sombra's here.
The hacked.
Used your EMP. Sombra 1.
And you could have lived that too if you understood your cooldowns more.
Yeah.
Because your nade was up at that very second, and you could have naded the wall next to you to get quicker. Heals on you and die next to you.
Go keep pressure on him while we take care of the flanker.
So you're like, go keep pressure on them. But you're basically just sending the fair off to
Aim and anti.
1v4 him,
Yeah.
Sombra's here.
and you guys get hacked.
Used your EMP. Sombra 1.
We might have been able to live it.
High ground.
No, I could
I
have. You're
fucked
right.
up there. I shouldn't have dropped. Ooh.
And you guys end up doing that. And look, it's just a carry on point.
Yeah.
If you lived it,
Oh, you
you might have been able to hold this.
I think they have it.
'Cause,
You got a pick.
somehow
Let's try.
Farah wins it.
Coming in.
Oh, 2 picks.
Nice. Last push. Ryan's behind you.
So you're fair.
Anna,
Your Reaper gets slept. Feels bad, man. Team's anti. You just throw a random sleep dart into your whole team.
Yeah.
Your team's kind of carrying this point right now. It's not really much impact that you're having. And also, you mentioned that you made a mistake by dropping. But, I mean, really, what are you going to do? You're going to control that high ground from a soldier? Like, unless you hit the sleep dart, are you going to control that high ground? You got to kind of... And is it a good position to heal your team and do damage?
I think I
But
said that because
more-
because of the Farah, because I didn't help her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you didn't help the Pharaoh, but the thing is, in Horizon Lunar Colony, there is a magical thing where there's a big old hole in the wall right here.
Yeah.
And the Pharaoh was standing like right here. So you could have just been like sitting back here, being all happy, and then shooting the Pharaoh through the hole.
Yeah. I just gotta learn where the appropriate places to be are.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Anna's a tough hero. Anna is one of the highest skill ceilings in the game.
That's why I'm doing this.
Yeah. Like even I'm still learning it. Like
Yeah.
I still have a lot to
It's why I waited a little while to get one done because
Hmm.
I know you guys were just getting back into playing Anna too.
yeah, I played her in quick play a little bit.
Yeah.
Like she's my third most played hero overall.
Hmm.
But even so, I've basically been a Zen one trick for the past few seasons. So it's a bit I have to get back into the groove of Anna.
Yeah, it's just
And there's a lot of mechanics about Anna that you just got to get down.
yeah.
It's so much aim, game sense, so much of everything. Including her sleep. Her sleep's a lot of game sense too.
I definitely don't have the sleep down.
Like,
Soldier coming right side.
okay, so all right, here is something that you made a mistake on your position. So the instance that you're going against a soldier and you get below 120 HP, you are in danger.
Yeah.
You're in danger of just dead.
Right.
So you're like, oh snap, gotta hide behind this wall. Make sure he can't get me from over there.
Side.
And so you go for a sleep dart. Yes, I would have gone for that sleep dart. But then you just stand over here and he just kills you.
We can kill him. That's a huge stagger though.
You need to be aware of where they're zoning you. Like DPS, kind of like you know how it's like the saying that tanks create space.
Right.
Anyone can create space.
Right.
They're like,
It's
and
not just tanks. Yeah.
yeah, it's not just
Some
tanks
of the
that create
best at
space.
it.
Tanks can like open the space up and take it, like overtake it for like a little bit of amount
But
of time.
DPS have to keep them pushed out of it.
DPS keep them pushed out of it. DPS contain this field of pressure.
Yeah.
And it looks like you didn't understand that there was this pressure on.
I don't understand a lot of things. So
No. I'm not. No. You're good. You're good. You're learning, Anne. You're learning.
Diva getting
But it does seem like you just didn't understand that there was the pressure of the soldier couldn't kill you right very soon. And he does. Because you weren't aware of the pressure he was putting on.
This is it. We can do it.
I think I was aware of it. I just didn't know what to do about it.
I'm almost there.
And because you died, they were able to kill your Moira, and you guys have no healing, and guess what? Their Moira just is able to just suck you guys away.
Yeah.
Can we hold it?
I don't think so.
Yeah. You come
Yeah.
back.
So they just take it. You're like, oh snap, gotta run away.
They're not gonna have a bunch of ults coming in either too, which is nice. I'm gonna go take high ground.
I'm gonna go take high ground. That's fine. That's pretty decent. Let me make sure I'm keeping up. Good thing I stopped right about now because I just have some notes.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, speaking of the last fight, let me go back to it. Actually, I don't need to go back to it. I don't know. But you also need to make sure you're getting these key heals on targets. And Diva is like a very key heal. Like in near the ends of a fight, you want to make sure your Diva is healed.
Right.
Because if Diva gets demeched, that is
the
the
problem.
worst.
Yeah.
That's like one of the worst.
And there's no reason not to be able to land shots on her, so she's huge.
Basically, like unless she's like actively running away from you, which
Yeah.
sometimes she is, sometimes she isn't. It's
But otherwise,
gold.
she's a huge hitbox. So
She's a huge hitbox. You need to be hitting your heals on the Diva. Because if your Diva gets demeched, that's basically
a 5v6
for even longer than 10 seconds. Diva's the worst person to.
Wasted some time though, so that was good.
They're not gonna have a bunch of ults coming
And
in
that second
either, too.
life comes at its problems.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go take high ground.
Go take high ground again to stand on the. No. You did good. You were like, all right, gonna go to high ground because they don't really have much that can contest me. You hit 2 shots on the. Now, all right.
If I had hit that last one, he would have been dead too. Shut that down.
Yeah, so your Diva ended up feeding, but that's okay. So they EMP, they instantly pick off your Moira.
Yeah.
To be honest, this fight, it's up to you because you were not in the EMP.
Yeah.
It's up to you. And so you have 2 options. Against you have like just like a couple options against Pfizer. Like once you heard it go off. You either
I was worried I wouldn't be able to hit the sleep from there.
Well, you either have to go for the sleep and just run away, and or you just run away and you save your sleep for hoping for something else, and you just hope your team can LOS them. But the thing is, they're hacked. What are they going to do? They can't really LOS Horizon Lunar Colony. There's not really a much great option.
Right.
But it's up to you to try to keep your Orisa alive. What the heck is this?
My idea, what I wanted to do there was I was hoping I was going to hit that last shot so that he'd be killed, and then I was going to throw my nade down on the Orisa.
Hmm.
But that didn't happen.
Yeah,
I
like
didn't clutch it out. I mean, I didn't.
yeah, you could have like, but either way, on running away, you would have needed to use your nade for healing.
Right.
So you couldn't have used your nade on Orisa. There's not really a scenario where you can get away from the soldier's visor, without using your nade on itself. Yeah, I would honestly. So what I would have done here is I would have gone for the sleep. Just go for it, you know?
Yeah.
The best case scenario, you hit it. And maybe your team can come back. Maybe. And maybe your Pharaoh can be uncontested for a little bit and kill the soldier because he's very low already.
He's what takes out the rest of the team. This
yes,
visor,
and
so.
he's the carry.
Right.
This lad's the carry. And so sleep darting their carry is huge. So recognizing the enemy team carry as Ana is also very.
I mean, I knew
And
it was him. I mean,
Yeah.
each round he pretty much takes us down with the visor.
Mm-hmm. And he's actually like doing decent, and he's knows that he has a zone of control.
Mm-hmm.
He might not have the mechanics, but he knows he has controls.
Right.
That was dumb. Shouldn't have done that. I've almost got Nano. Diva, what are you doing?
Basically, what the rest of this is steamroll.
Yeah, it is.
They EMP'd and just out. They had ults, and you guys just used everything on that first point.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to heal more as well.
All we can do.
Like you're paying too much attention to these flankers or other people
Well,
that you're not healing the people that are defending you.
Yeah.
And so they're dying,
Good thing is,
and they're not able to
Andrew
defend
needed
you,
to go watch
and
it.
you're
Because I
there
was
trying to
doing
defend
right things,
yourself.
And then I was fucking up.
Maybe a
Yeah.
Diva or Hammond.
It's very important to heal your team, and it gives you your nano boost because you only had like one nano. That defense, excuse me, hiccups. But yeah, you got steamrolled. The only way you were going to be able to take that back is if you had a very big play, and it did happen.
I feel like we could have saved it too. I don't really want the Moira. She's not gonna be able to heal the tanks. But I feel
Oh,
like
and there was
it's
one point on that, like, I have to shout out to that Moira for using coalescence and clutching that like first
Yeah.
point. For
It
their
wasn't
team-
that I
for your
wasn't
team.
knocking the Mora. It's just with Diva and Winston, I wasn't sure she'd be able to.
Oh, I know. I know you weren't knocking the Moira, but you're just like looking at it like You're just looking at it from like a general view. Yeah.
I think we should.
No, I mean she totally helped out a lot.
Oh yeah, she was.
She did her
was
job.
popping
It's
her-
just I just
Oh,
wasn't
she
sure.
did. She did majority of the healing.
Yeah.
And take on what's up there.
She was the primary healer because
Focus on it.
you were focused on doing damage.
That's cool. Unless you want me to go.
I mean, hey, you told me I can be brutal.
No,
Like,
it's
if they
fine.
run that soldier
You were
again,
focused on doing damage. You just
I picked this
you
game
didn't
for a
do
reason,
much.
so
Yeah.
because I played Ana the entire night pretty much.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
what lost us that.
Okay, let's go fast.
I try to pick a game where I know I have the most, where I had the most influence,
Widow.
so that I can get that stuff pointed out to me.
Mm.
They're all in that top part there.
Don't be too afraid to take a
He-
second with your shots to make sure they're hitting. Don't feel like you have to shoot at the rate of fire that she's able to shoot at. It's more important that you lower your
They're antied, especially Risk.
heals per second by a little bit,
Just to get them off.
just to make sure that you are guaranteeing that you are actually.
I did change a setting that helped me out a lot
Nice,
though.
that's a
I
big
changed
pick.
the
Okay.
relative scope.
Oh, you did?
To sensitivity to 50%.
Soldier and Moira.
All right. That's a good anti. It's a good anti.
But bumping it up like that's really helped me hit my shots more. Because here it's still, I think, the
Or anti.
default at 30.
And you're not really paying attention to team and your monkey's in there. You notice that your monkey was kind like missing some health, but then you're just
Orisa anti.
went over there and then you ignored him.
Widow's on me.
You traded,
Down though.
but it is a better trade for their widow.
It is, yeah.
Because you are the, like, if they wanted to win this, like, if your team wanted to win this, you had to be alive.
Yeah.
Healing up your Reaper, healing up your Pharah, and so the DPS could clutch it out. But since that didn't happen, they end up just using Coalescence and win it.
Let's just they just used 2 ults. Let's regroup.
Let's see.
Resources. We got Barrage that can probably come in real nice. Let's just regroup and go in together.
Yes.
Like I said, just pick a target.
And
call the
no.
name, and we'll all focus it. Winston, that'll be your job.
Sounds good, babe. Okay, let's go right again.
Oh yeah, shoot and shield.
Probably be a good
Yeah.
target.
Where was your diva, and where did she get demaxed?
She was She was completely under me.
Call the name, and we'll all focus it.
So I was
Try to
not paying
be-
attention.
That'll be your job.
Yeah, try to be so
Sounds good, babe.
Just because
Any
it's not in my
support.
scope field doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
right. Any on any support hero, be aware. Try to be a bit more aware as to where anyone on your
Soldiers
team
on
is,
high ground, that would probably be a good target.
because you're still, again, you're very focused on doing damage.
Yeah, drop down.
Like I don't really see you looking at your team.
Get that soldier.
While you don't have to look directly at them.
Damn, I tried
You have to know where they are.
Yeah.
Alright, let's regroup. We still got both support ults. And we're about to have bomb. Let's regroup and let's use that.
Also, oh yeah.
Just
I also
like
missed something on this fight.
Let's just regroup and
So-
go together. Like I said, just pick a target, call
Here we
the
go.
name, and we'll all focus it. Winston, that'll be your job.
So let's see. So you guys are about to do the fight. You're like, I'm gonna shoot some shield, and your diva gets demeched.
Yeah.
You're still shooting shield.
That would probably be a good target.
You can see the soldier. Like, I'm gonna shoot the soldier a bit.
He's half. Yeah, drop down.
You're like, oh, there's no enemies inside. Guess I can heal my team.
Yeah.
Get that soldier.
And I have it reversed, yeah.
Yeah.
Orisa ulted. Damn, I tried to sacrifice myself to take it out.
And you let your Lucio die.
Alright, let's regroup.
So the thing is, at this very moment,
We still got both support ults.
it kind like if you didn't let your if you didn't let your guy, let's just say you got one shot on your Lucio would have lived. It actually would have been winnable.
Maybe not.
Just try to
But
focus
the
it.
thing was, you didn't set yourself up for a nano boost onto your Reaper.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're
So even
I
if
stay up here way too long.
Let's go in. use that.
yeah, you kind of do, and you need to be aware that your Reaper is doing a lot of work, and it is okay to nano.
I'm gonna push left.
Watch
And
out
it
for that.
triggers me that you still have yet to heal that Reaper. There we go.
Soldier's coming onto the point, right? Try to get him. He's a big pick. We need to get him. Nice,
Got
nice,
him.
nice, 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 nice. Widow
Yeah, I
on
feel like a lot of that goes with trying to have a mind towards rotating where your team's engagement is going to be.
Widow's asleep high ground. Don't wake her up.
Yeah,
Nice.
Because I
Kinda
felt
does.
like you were set up in the way back there for a while. It was a great position to be while your team was setting up, but you have to rotate
Right.
when
Yep.
you're actually getting up for the engagement.
Mm-hmm. Like, and you could still you can have a strategy where the Ana is playing really far back, and you're like utilizing the
Mhm.
hole in Winter Colony for heals. Like, you can do that.
Especially
Yeah.
since they're
But
taking
the
top
issue is
ledge off.
another issue is they're running the Widow.
Right.
So the Widow can easily kill you, especially if you're just scoped in. Also, again, this is a big thing. And this goes for any support hero, Vitamin, that you are playing. Don't. Where is the pencil? Don't let this happen at the end of a fight.
Yeah.
Don't let it happen. This is the worst thing that can possibly happen.
Yeah.
Don't let it happen.
Yeah, because now you're going into the next fight with you have to reset your diva or something.
Yeah, don't let that happen. It's still very focused on doing
Let's go,
damage.
Auntie.
Again, the nade, yes, I agree with
Good
just
momentum.
using the nade just to clean up a Lucio. That's fine. Nade just
Go in.
destroys
I'm
Lucio.
gonna try to pocket you, Farah, and I'm gonna nano you so you can get
Orissa's
that
top
brush.
right here at this doorway.
So you tell the Pharah that you're gonna pocket her.
And I don't.
Got Widow's way above.
You don't. You nano her maybe a little early. I would have waited for your tank to move in first,
Yeah.
but that's okay. It's gold.
Let's get this.
And then you don't pocket. You didn't heal
Yeah,
your
I know.
Pharah
You
once
wanna go for a
after
res
the
power?
nano,
If you did.
and you're very focused on doing damage. You can play ring around the Rosie for a moment.
Back out.
Back out.
It's okay.
You got plenty of
We
time.
almost got barrage. Yeah.
So yeah, if you tell someone you're gonna pocket them,
Yeah.
it's probably a good idea to pocket them.
I'm gonna go low.
I'm gonna take high ground. They got walls, so watch your heads.
Crimson's in a little deep.
Soldiers on high ground. We need to get him.
That is just the weirdest, like, just
Yeah.
like walk in,
Yeah.
unlucky. They got headshot early, and he gets no value. But you see all these. Here's the big thing, though. So you go for this aggressive
Almost got
nade
barrage.
right there. Look at this screen.
Yeah.
Now, what should be your priority right now? You see, they're going with a big old beam. They have the Orisa stuff, but you see this.
Yeah.
And
When I
this.
threw this nade, it was to heal. I
And
just
this.
overshot it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
All
overshot
right.
it because if you look where
Probably-
it landed, it was gonna hit the supercharger. That wouldn't have been much help. I mean, I just overshot the nade.
Oh, okay. I thought you were actually aiming for that area because that would have been a decent area for an aggressive nade.
Yeah, but no
assuming
one was
they didn't
there.
bury
They
her.
were all on the vet. They were all on the ledge. It wouldn't hit them.
Yeah. I thought you were just going for an aggressive nade.
No. I just overshot the nade to try to heal people
Oh, okay.
right there.
In that case, then you'll probably have to just like get a little bit more used to using nade.
Yeah. I think I
Um,
was on high ground and I underestimated how much it was gonna go, and then
Oh,
people moved
yeah.
out of the area too. It was just me thinking too late.
And then you're over here doing damage. I don't even know what you're shooting at.
Hit that shield, boy.
You're trying to shoot at Hammond and miss a couple times. It's fine. But so here's a thing about target priority as well. So there's a Hammond. There's a Moira. Big ol' shield.
Should have went for Moira. Should be healing, but
If so,
if I was
and
gonna
let's
pick a
say
target here-
let's say there's no one to heal. All right.
if I was gonna pick a target here, it should be the Moira.
Wrong.
Really?
Be this widow up here.
Oh.
It should be this widow up here.
Yeah, I see her.
Should have
feet.
baited.
I see her feet. Yeah.
Widow is the biggest threat.
Yeah. I see her now.
But yeah, you should be looking to heal any moment you can.
Orisa Auntie.
That's a decent
One,
nade
one,
there.
one. That'll be a huge pick.
It's not really a huge pick because your whole team's dead.
Mercy asleep on
Yeah.
point. Mercy Auntie.
And then your Diva gets demeched again.
Yeah.
She just doesn't get a break. Always baby Diva. And you didn't back away soon enough, and so you just got pulled back down. And now you're going over here. I don't know why.
I'm not sure what to do here.
Mercy asleep on point. She's in. Go.
I like how you just got like a little upset at yourself.
Yeah.
Just that you were like, she's not anti. How could this be?
Yeah, I cut myself off before.
Nunny.
I was like predicting she's gonna anti, and then I'm like, and then I just cut off because I realized. She wasn't.
But yeah, you're so focused on doing damage that you're ignoring your Winston
It's a bad
who's
habit.
in there.
It's a bad
and
habit I picked
especially-
up from other matches this night.
Especially from us as a support.
Right. It's
It's
like I
yeah,
said.
it's-
It's just
Coming up on
I
another
did
bomb soon. We've still
bad
got
things
blossoms.
from previous matches. So
yeah. You're playing DPS Ana, but you're not doing the DPS to play DPS.
Right.
If that makes
Moira
sense.
McCree on this high ground on the right.
And you're not
Widow on the
having the target priority to
Probably need to get
play
that Widow.
DPS
Need to
Ana.
Get that Widow, Winston. Just jump on her. Be annoying to her.
Where is she left?
Left high ground.
We going in?
Nice, you got a bit of heals on him. Now the Widow's up there, you like, oh snap, sleeper.
Sleep on high
Good.
ground. Nice.
It's much better to go for these quick sleeps
Nice. This is it,
Yeah.
this is it.
and
Nice.
try to get something with these sleeps. If you
Love
feel
it.
threatened,
Sky Nano again.
I'm gonna say at a gold level, gold/silver level, if you feel threatened, you can just go for these quick sleeps. Also, help your diva,
yeah.
please. Your diva's been like really hurting, and she's been losing armor. Once she loses armor, she's so vulnerable.
Get that Orisa. Get that Orisa. Nice. Get this Moira.
Thank goodness your other support went Mercy.
Lucio asleep.
Yep.
No, Moira asleep. She used fade. Let's get her on the left side. Gotta take out their
I'm
heals.
very focused on doing damage. I mean, your Mercy's healing the team up very
Yeah,
well.
she had Vout going. That's one reason.
Yeah.
No overtime, though. They're
Good
anti.
anti. That should be clean up there.
Huge. Moira used fade. Just one.
Your Reaper cleans up. There's a big ol' Reaper.
He's asleep on point.
Nice, you sleep him.
He's using fade.
You just make sure you get the sleep.
He's
You're just like gonna
Yeah.
make sure I get the sleep, make him use Wraith form, and then you nade. That's good. Make sure you're keeping up your
Did it
Mercy
before
because your
overtime,
Mercy
so
was
good.
critical a couple times.
Yeah.
Make sure
Only
you're
gonna have
keep
a
being
minute.
aware of your Mercy. Your Mercy and your Diva are very important for you to keep up.
Yeah.
Because they are your biggest protections. And your DPS and your main tank. But basically everyone on your team, very important.
We got this.
Well, we can do it.
Yeah, you're like, we can do it.
Make our defense stronger too.
Right.
And then later you're like, no.
No, I already knew from here that we weren't
Yeah,
gonna do it.
that's exactly what I was thinking. It was a junk.
Junkrat.
Should I swap
Heck.
to, like soldier or something? You think or no?
I honestly like
yeah,
that that guy went Mercy. I would have been like, hey, can you help him out with the Mercy again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just stay up high ground with me.
Go the Pharaoh Mercy, because that allowed the Pharaoh to actually do something.
So like me and you will go high ground with the back.
And the thing is,
and then
it's
let them push in, and then once they
nowadays,
force,
it's
then-
okay to run Ana Mercy.
Yeah.
I hated it before, but nowadays it's okay.
For sure.
Can we maybe get a diva instead of Rhine? Just so we have that full mobility.
Yeah, and
Thank
then
you,
you and
thank
me
you.
dive together.
Right. You guys stay together, dive the same target. Call a name, you both go on to it.
Either you or me scream something, and then we'll fuck some
Right.
shit up, my boy.
Wait, who you going, Vitamin?
I mean, Anna, sorry. I forgot I didn't pick. Alright, let's go in. Me and Soldier will take high ground right here on the back point. You guys go in on the right. Careful.
Okay, I'm gonna jump from here over to the right.
Not really.
Sounds good.
This
Very
is a bad
useful
plan
nade.
because we only have a minute.
Booster up with them.
Yeah, you only have a minute.
I wasn't keeping that in
And-
mind.
You don't keep an eye on to when your opportunities are to
Go a
heal.
little further.
Let's fuck up Hammondys right here.
So again, this is another scenario where it's just sometimes you gotta take your time with your shots, make sure you're hitting your shots, and not be like so focused on
McCree's behind
making them trying to get the most kills per second.
Hammond to sleep. McCree on high ground.
Sup the
Nancy,
Hammond,
Zach.
but your
touch
Winston's
point.
dead, and now it's just you.
Touch it.
And you
That's
lose.
okay. We didn't have much time. We can make this a draw
Just
though.
gotta stop them, yeah. Ooh,
It's okay to be a little close. Like, you don't have to be off in Timbuktu as Anna.
Yeah.
I maybe should have just been
I'm
Mercy.
dialing
Sometimes
it in
it's okay.
because my problem before this night was being too close.
Okay, and so you're just trying to be a little further. You're trying to be further away now, but now you're being.
I got
Sometimes
drastic results when I do that. Now I just need to learn when to dial it directly in. Where's the
Well,
direct
there's like
approach.
different times for each.
That's
So
what I'm saying. Like
rotation,
I'm learning what that is.
yeah.
I
So
don't know why
in
you're asking me what to
rotation,
do.
I would
I play
say
probably
you would
terribly,
want
but
to
at
stick
least
with
I'm
the
taking
team.
some.
You want to make sure you're healing the
I
team.
think what I said would have been great.
But
except that
You want to set up your field of view.
think
Yeah.
I needed to keep the
If that makes sense, and in a safe location. So you want to understand what the enemy team is running. Are they running flankers? Are they running a widow? What is my field of view I can take?
Yeah.
Are they running a Genji? Does Genji have blade? So if they're running like a flanker, for example, you're gonna be ideally wanting to set up in kind of choke pointy areas, not in the choke, but in a position where the flanker does not have as much space. One where they would have to kind of be in these close corridors. And the reason for that is they have less space to move. Especially against a tracer. They have less space to move, so you can hit more shots on them. You have more area that you can hit the sleep dart on them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the nades, like, you can hit because there's walls all over. And so if Genji's deflecting, you can just hit it on a wall.
Right.
And still get the nade off. Because Genji's will deflect in your face.
Honestly, I think we're
And they think that's really
but I think we can give 'em a
fancy
run for their money.
of them. And they're like, oh, I deflected their face. So
4 minutes to not even give him a tick to do a complete full hold. I mean, we did it. I've
just
already
don't give them
done a full
anything.
hold, and these
They
guys are
deflect in your
working.
face. Just don't give them anything. As long as your team doesn't
And
shoot
I
them.
actually like this comp. I kind of wish we had something besides Reaper, but I like this comp. I think it can work well. Arisa, it'd probably be better if you were up here, so we could shield the Junkrat. Hawk can always drop down on point.
I'm coming up.
You got the strategy.
All right, looks like
You
we're
understand
going
what probably your team comp's purpose is.
up. Genji's up here with us.
You got anti-off. That's okay of an
They're all
anti,
up, I'm
because
sorry.
you have a Junkrat, and Junkrat's able to
Hammond low.
pick up on kills randomly.
Genji anti.
It's not your job to go on
Yeah, I
point,
know.
though.
I know.
I really didn't need to
You
drop
should be
down.
dead. And if you died here, that'd be bad.
Well, but I mean, they've only got to take the tick. So.
Yep, they've only got to take the tick, and you would be dead, and by their
Yeah.
next fight, they would have their team,
Right.
and you would just be getting back. And so you would be in a bad position.
Yeah.
So, you even mentioned that it's your hog's job to get on point. Like, so you know.
Need heals. Thank you.
You know.
Going up to high ground again.
Nice stagger.
Make sure you heal that Junkrat.
Yeah, it's very nice. Hawk, come back.
Make sure you heal that Junkrat.
They got May now.
You saw that he was low. Maybe double check to see if he's still low.
Won't help.
I know you trust your Mercy with your life, but
Let's just try to keep her focused.
Yeah,
maybe the Junkrat doesn't trust the Mercy with his life.
That's right. Gotta keep an arm.
All right, there we go. He's full heal. Good.
I think May's coming top.
Mercy, keep boosting junk. Yeah, there, so we can get his tire, because his tire can save us.
They're all pushing up top left again.
Huge, huge. Winston very low. Winston very low. Bottom right.
Yeah, this is your good moment. This is your really good moment. There you go. Boom.
She's asleep. Very lovely.
Now,
I'm actually
the
proud of
time to
this.
damage is like you can if you see a target's very low, you can damage him. Like that's fine to damage him, but if you see they're full and someone on your team is low, it's probably more important to
Right, because I'm
be
not gonna do
healing that
much damage.
person over doing damage.
Alright, just try not to give him sight.
Just try not to give him sight.
And then
You
I-
just stand there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your Reaper died.
They're moving
All right, they're all coming right. They're all coming right.
So you got Nano Boost here, and you're like, oh, Nano Boost will win that
All right,
glad.
2 of them anti. Winston and Brigitte anti.
But right now, you're very
Brigitte
focused on doing DPS, and look at what happens
Yeah.
here.
He gets, yeah.
You look at all that.
Mm-hmm.
You ignored their carry. And look at that.
Yep.
The moment you ignored the carry, just they all die, and you weren't healing up the Orisa, so she dies. Everyone's dead.
soldiers
And
are
it's
really
lost.
focused, so-
It's a decent anti, but since you didn't keep up your team, everyone's dead.
Oh, don't let them go.
I tried, guys. I tried to get on.
So I would say the main takeaways, Vitamin, are try not to be as focused on doing damage. Remember that you are a support at core. You need to make sure you're aware of your team, where they are, like position yourself so your sight lines can give them the heals. And be sure that you are pay more. I would say pay more attention to your team than pay attention to focusing on doing damage. Because at your rank, I would say they need to do more focus on doing heals because they'll miss some shots.